Peace. Oh, man. We just gonna have to jump back up into this, man. I'm only doing this and saying this because I got love for my Jackson family. Jackson ain't even a state, but we just gonna call it a state. That's how he is, man. So anyhow, though, all of the little funny celebrities, and you know what? I like Corey Holcomb, who's a cold comedian. But damn, when you got the fight or flight response and you can't do things honorably and formally, and I'm talking about with Coach Prime, because it's showcasing our cluster B personality disorder, and this is the very public thing for us to catch on because the whole world got the shit, but we happen to have the shit end of it. Oh, look at what. We happen to have the shit end of it because we came up in the so-called ghetto, the poverty, or whatever way you pronounce it. You know what I'm saying? Came up with some hellish shit. And, you know, our thoughts manifested, and we either gained things or we lost things. Friends, family, whatever. We lost them to whether they had their own vices or whatnot or whatever. And it was hard for us to cope with it. So, with this situation, Jackson wouldn't even be upset. As a matter of fact, I'm telling you, Jackson would have threw a goddamn parade for him to go to Colorado and fully support his ass as one of theirs. Like, nigga, you went up and you represent us, so we're gonna let you do it. But the way with the devaluing and the discarding, it was meant to cause the chaos and the confusion. But Jackson is too close together, too knitted. Because we've been through the shit, man. Mother's been through a lot of shit in Jackson, man. People came and left, you know, started families, left and went to up norths and all of that shit and came back. There's all kind of shit that went down. So, you know, with Coach Prime, he had to learn how to be one of us. He had to learn how to be truly black again and not put the mask on like, yeah, you know, and I'm just going to send a honor to Shiloh. And I'm not trying to offend you, but I'm having fun. I'm not trying to offend you at all because, you know, the genes are different. The spirits is different and the soul is different when they inhabit the genes. The genes is like something you put on and you're like, oh, okay, these are the genes. It has this. It is subjected to this because of the long time of conditioning that the genes have. But the soul is different. So, you know, you might could have been far away in soul family-like group than your father. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Shiloh and all your other siblings. And you being a chosen one, you can be considered an outcast with all these talents and gifts and skills and things of that nature. You know? And naturally histrionic, naturally draw attention, naturally have the love. You know? So that's another reason why, you know, for the external people to see like, yo, that's why, bro, we still got love for him. Or he got love for Jackson. Because it's like, yo, it was truly sincere and honorable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I even believe in type shit, you know? But the whole thing is, though, it's revealing our cluster B personality disorder. We all did things and we all do things. But when it gets to this point in this level and at this height, we can talk about these things behind closed doors. You know, for the people with Coach Prime, the people treated him good. I don't care what you're saying. The people was right and exact with him, man. You know what I'm saying? The people was like, you know, they didn't have nothing to do with the just, you know, the paperwork, the money and the paying and shit. They like coming and showing up to the game paying the money, motherfucker. They're like, yo, and they're naturally all priests, kings and priests, high priestess queens, which is naturally intuitive, just given by the creator, Hawa. Just naturally. Ain't no rank given by man on this one. This is by light beings. So Nagas, they naturally know shit, man. They naturally in tune with things, you know? So, and with each other. That's why you can't really get past a Naga. So when Coach Prime had to come down there, he had to learn how to be black again and be accepted and be loved. And when he got some of that love, he just started adapting more with it, you know what I'm saying? And slowly loosening the grip. But yeah, things happen behind closed doors that happen. But you know, you wait till after the season and you make us all look good, supposedly, right? You know, nobody didn't come out on the end and saying nothing negative about Coach Prime in no form of fashion. I'm talking about in no form of fashion when we was winning games, even coming to support or whatever the case may be. He brought attention to the water. That was cool. You know, but we know already it's only so far that they go. We know how they're going to use them. He's gonna put that energy and force and all that into and his magnetism into that football program, and he's gonna exhaust that on that. But he's faced with another narcissist, and most narcissists and psychopaths are cool with facing with other narcissists because it's a competition at that point, and it's fun to be competitive. But however, this one is going to be a little bit different. The volume is going to be different. Shit going to be coming out because Pluto, remember, is revealing all the shit that's underneath that you will never even seen. You know what I mean? Like, damn, where'd that come from? Where that interview happened? That's because Muzz is gonna dig deeper than what Nagas do. Nagas ain't did no devaluing of Coach Prime. They probably just did some little slick shit in X's picture or something like that. That's like loving still. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like at this point you're almost like damn near finna X yourself out of being in the town. It won't even feel comfortable because of the energy of be against you, you know? And it's not no resentment, but it's like you gotta be honorable about this, man. And don't act like this is a devaluing case, because didn't Muzz show up at every game? They was showing up at every game anyways. The homecomings was always lit. Muzz was always having fun. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like because you came to town. Jackson was always like that. We just never got coverage for it. That's all. Naga's always been chilling, man. Always. So we like, yeah, seeing it was gonna multiply times 10, we're gonna believe. Yeah, we're gonna believe so we can start getting some of our people back. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna most likely the boule that's within the Jackson State would have probably dropped that whole little thing with the money hungry situation. Y'all could have discussed that behind closed doors, talking about the money shit. You could have said it behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? And all of that, even if who's lying or not, this is revealing the cluster B. But that's all right because we're gonna be the people that raise right up again. But with this situation, it just shows you on a vast level. So yeah, man, the devalue, you gotta acknowledge that, man, because nobody ever did devalue Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? Until after this point, like, damn, nigga, you gonna devalue me? What the fuck you did? And it's a light one, scratching out the. Come on, man. Muzz is already catching on. You think a mug is like, oh, Mississippi, or nobody gonna catch you. Man, Jackson is where the CHOCTAWs at, man, where the energy is right there by Meridian, by Mexico. Man, the whole Mississippi's right there by Yucatan. You know, niggas used to go back and forth to Yucatan, Mexico. That was they shit. Pyramids is right there. We was already here, nigga. We was already in Amaru. That was our shit. See, that goes to that because it's deep. Because if a mother never knew about HBCUs, and we only knew certain things due to the powers that be, but we know that Coach Prime knew about HBCUs. He watched fucking Cosby Show. You know what's up, man? So we seen different world. We're not gonna play these games of smoke and mirrors, man. Right there, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? All of that's getting deflected, man, by the Most High. I'm ordained by the Most High. My status comes from the Most High. It's not coming from a man. He can't put me in a position. He never could. No matter how high his position is, he's always gonna feel a certain way about me because my divine, supreme soul position on the earth plane. So they're gonna feel a certain way, no matter how much money you got. I done already came across millionaires and billionaires who own plots of land, the mother that you want, that will invest and can make shit happen for you. But they still vibrate on a certain level. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. With that being said, you keep going, then hey, we're gonna keep dropping them. Then we're gonna just keep on dropping them because what the Naga's doing right now is raising up, and that's what they don't want nobody to do. They want you to feel sorrow, but keep the vibe high. That's why Aloha vibe is the highest vibe. Like, no matter what, don't forget, keep it high because the angels that's over Amaruka, they're being handled right now. You know, they used to respond to when you being happy. They'd come and try to send a lower vibes of Druges around you that, you know, pay them off real quick in spiritual currency to get their ass to get you up off your shit because they sense happiness. But now they're getting destroyed, and how it's supposed to be, you're supposed to just keep the vibe high so things come good to you, and that's high. Because that's what's being broken down, the false heavens that's over there. And they're trying to build false heavens all over the world by going all over. And this is how they do it, by getting mortals to transition and die, so that when they transition, they'll learn from the spirits to teach them upon transitioning where they at and how to come to a certain kingdom. You know, this is how this shit works, and so they'll be familiar with it while they was in a corporeal life. It's like being in an incubator. So yeah, man, back to being the Coach Prime and all of that cluster B personality and any of them daggone celebrities who want to get valued by these people who don't give them even nothing because you came from the source. So that means you're the resource. So that means they gotta come to you. But you're so low on your light, probably releasing all this semen on these videos with different type of, you know, vibratorial sexual acts and gratifications that you know your talent, you know of your gifts or your talent, but you don't pursue them all the way. So this is where you're at with it, and then also being at you're only at a certain confident level where you can where you can just get by. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You're a threat just walking because you're the truth, because you're a threat to a lie. So they see that when all the lies are starting to be just pushed out now, the truth begins to shine even more. So if you're not in your high truthful self, which is your power, then you're going to be on their level, on their frequency. They already in the 440 frequency. We striving to bring 432 and any all the other frequencies that are raised the vibration of your temple, which is the temple of the Most High Creator. Now you can get the downloads higher into Ethereum. Not atmospherian. Ethereum now, because everybody in atmosphere, it's a mixture of lives now. And Ethereum is only one group of motherfuckers that got there. So yeah, man, with that being said, I love you, Jackson. We're gonna, keep refining your eating. Eat them fruits and berries and the melons. You're already long living. You're eating them sweet potatoes already. We got mud daddies, granddaddies and shit all over the place, man. So I love that. We're going to continue that. You know what I'm saying? Get off of their little medicine. Clean your gut out, your bowels out. Man, make sure you're dropping that soil properly. And if you need to, get an enema or, colonic or something to get all the fecal matter about you and then start all over. Start putting in good stuff because you're built for maximum absorption. That's what the Most High built you for, man. You're going to obtain and get this happiness, and you're going to keep it and maintain it. I love you. And with that being said, yeah, we with all the smoke in the mirrors, man. We come to like, whatever, because we out here with the Creator, getting them downloads. Love y'all. Peace.